Hello everyone and welcome to this video training on GLP-1s for weight loss. My name is Amelia and I am the head lifestyle coach here at Inner Fit for Women. If you're new to this group, please drop a hello in the comments. Make sure you like and subscribe to what we're doing. And we're going to talk today about the use of GLP-1s for weight loss. So the thing with GLP-1s is twofold. We've reached a point in modern technology where we've been able to take a naturally occurring process from the human body and replicate it into an injectable form. Now that allows us to increase the levels of that process in the body, which is a good thing, right? But before diving into the pros and cons, we do need to understand what GLP-1 actually is, how it works, why they can be beneficial, what might go wrong, and what are some of the things that we can do about it. So firstly, GLP-1s are a GLP-1 is a naturally occurring hormone in the body. We all already have it. Its main role is to regulate blood sugar levels and help to control appetite. Now, when someone uses drugs like Ozempic, Wegovy, Mounjaro, they're essentially injecting this compound, that mimics that hormone in the body, increasing the GLP-1 activity. Now, this leads to feeling full more quickly, reducing how much we eat. It helps to stabilize blood sugar levels, which in turn then also helps to reduce hunger spikes and supports insulin sensitivity. Now, that's why these drugs were initially created for people with type 2 diabetes. It helps to regulate blood sugar and improve their metabolic health, right? Now, where is this beneficial? In many ways. We are now at a point where people can take an injection and lose weight with very little effort. And for some people, that is going to be a game changer. It can really help those people who struggle with willpower, who struggle with consistency, who are morbidly obese and are physically unable to exercise. In those last two cases particularly, shedding some of that initial weight can open the door to make movement easier and therefore be open to more traditional lifestyle changes. For those individuals who are severely unwell due to their weight, I believe that these drugs, when used correctly under professional supervision or with a coach, are a brilliant intervention. But, and this is the whole reason why I'm talking about it today, there is a growing number of people using these drugs outside of those medically supported boundaries. They're taking GLP-1s purely for weight loss, often without a healthcare provider's guidance or a coach to give them ongoing support. Now, you might think, who would do that, right? But there are people doing it left, right, and center, and I'm seeing it so often. And yes, people do notice when someone loses a significant amount of weight quickly, even if you think they don't, or if they believe that you're just going to the gym and cutting out gluten. We all know that's not the case. Now, I'm not here to say it's good or bad. I'm here to talk the facts and to share what I would encourage in the health and wellness space, especially for women trying to lose body fat in a sustainable way. So why do people take them? Because they want to lose weight. It's that simple. These drugs can feel like a shortcut, a way to bypass calorie counting, food restrictions, consistent exercise. For someone who's desperate for results and tired of trying everything else, the appeal is obvious, right? Now, I believe these medications have a place if they're used with the right support and monitoring and accountability. The impacts they have on the body is significant though, particularly for those people who are using them outside of the formal channels. And there are important things to understand in order to avoid long-term harm and to get the most benefit. Now, here's what I want you to know today. The weight loss from GLP-1s is often significant and fast. Now, if you've followed me for any length of time, you know that we talk a lot about the fact that the faster the weight loss, the more unstable and unhealthy it tends to be, the higher the chance it comes back as well. Quick results are rarely sustainable. Now, what we want is controlled, healthy, consistent fat loss, not just a drop on the scales. Now, that leads me to an important distinction here. these medications don't just cause fat loss, they cause weight loss, and there's a difference. When we are losing weight fast, your body needs to get energy from somewhere, and it won't automatically know to pull that extra energy from your fat stores. So while you might be losing weight, it will not just be coming from your fat stores, and that is not a good thing. So here's a very interesting statistic for you. In so much of the research that's coming out from GLP-1 users, anywhere up to 40% of the weight that people are losing is coming from muscle. Yes, your muscle. Your body is burning muscle to make up the energy stores to stay alive, to survive. Let's break that down to a bit more of a numbers game for you. So let's say your body needs 1,700 calories to maintain its current status of muscle and body fat, to stay where it is. These drugs might have you so full that you're only eating 1,000 calories because they're suppressing your appetite. Your body is going to need to pull in that extra 700 calories from somewhere, at least for the first little while, to stay alive, to keep your body functioning. And if you are not telling your body that you need it to keep muscle, which I'm going to go through later, then it's going to be burning that muscle to keep you alive. So it's going to be fueling your body from your muscle stores. Now, I know we all wish and think that it's coming just from fat, but it's not. We don't just lose fat when we get smaller. We actually have to tell our body where to pull that extra energy from. And one of the biggest things coming out of the research from GLP-1 users is that muscle loss. When you lose muscle, so many things happen. Your metabolic rate goes down, which means your body now no longer needs as many calories before it starts storing body fat. That's not a good thing long term, because eventually that 1,700 calories that you used to eat and not gain weight, that now becomes 1,300 or 1,400. So now anything you eat over 1,300 or 1,400 will now be stored as excess body fat. No thanks, right? I'd rather keep that number high. The other thing to consider is the body's structure without muscle. Muscle is important for strengthening your bones. The more muscle that you have, the stronger your bones need to be to support it. When your muscle disappears, your bones can weaken because your bones don't need to stay as strong. And then you may develop things like osteopenia and osteoporosis because you've lost muscle. So, how do we tell our bodies to hold on to muscle when using GLP-1s to take that extra energy from fat stores? Strength training. If you are taking these drugs and not doing any form of strength training right from the start, the chances that you are losing or have lost muscle is really high. When you strength train, you put your muscles under tension to use them, and you are signaling to your body that you need to hold on to that muscle, that it's an important part of your life. And your body is then more prepared to take that extra energy from fat cells instead, because it needs to leave that muscle alone. So make sure that if you are going to use these drugs or you are on them, you are strength training a few times a week, 2 to 3 times. Plus, the benefit of strength training hard while on GLP-1s is that you can actually potentially reduce, not eliminate, the amount of excess flabby skin, because your muscles will start to fill up that space. So the excess skin that falls off when we've lost a lot of weight, strength training can help to reduce that. Now, of course, if you need a simple program to follow, you're not sure where to start, we have plenty of those programs. So drop the word strength in the comments below and we can help you out there with very simple workouts to help you retain some of that muscle and send those signals to the brain. Now, one of the other issues that I'm seeing with women, particularly using the GLP-1s and not doing it under the guidance of a coach, is gut issues, malnutrition, vitamin and mineral deficiencies. This is because they are eating less. Mostly because when we eat less, people are not taking the time to eat well. When you have something like this miracle drug working for you to lose weight, sometimes we think, oh, I can eat whatever I want because I'll be full soon, so it doesn't matter. Calories aren't a problem anymore. But here's the thing. more often than not, with any weight loss journey, getting healthier and losing weight is just as much about the quality of food as much as you are putting the quantity in. So it's more about the quality as well as the quantity. When the quantity is taken care of, like when using these drugs, people are ignoring the quality because, well, who cares, right? You still need to have nourishing food going into your body. You still need protein for muscle growth and maintenance. Protein is another signal to the brain to keep that muscle. You still need fats for hormone balancing. You still need fiber and probiotics for gut health. You still need magnesium and iron and all the other wonderful vitamins and minerals that we get from food. And if you are using these GLP-1s as an excuse to eat whatever you want, you may be damaging your gut bacteria. You may be becoming malnourished from vitamin deficiencies, which is going to wreak absolute havoc on your body, on your hormones and your metabolic state, not just now, but for a long time down the track, and it can take years to repair. Now, many women I know on these drugs who have done this are experiencing stomach pains after eating, or even more often than just after eating. They're having cramps, they're getting sick more than they used to. They have actually become unhealthier, and while the weight has dropped, they're not feeling so good in themselves. Their bodies aren't feeling as good. So how can we minimize this? And I say minimize because it is yet to be seen in the long-term impact of the GLP-1s on the body, especially in the uncontrolled settings in which they are running rampant. So how do we minimize this? We need to make sure that we are eating a well-balanced diet with plenty of essential vitamins, minerals, nutrients, including fats and proteins that your body needs, particularly protein, because that is going to signal to your body to hold on to that muscle, combined with your strength training, of course. We need to make sure that we're getting enough fats to keep our hormones balanced. Women have to eat fats, good fats. Now, if you need some healthy meal ideas to keep your protein up, to keep yourself nourished while you're on GLP-1s, we have loads of meal plans that are going to benefit you, along with workout plans. They all go together. Check out the DIY section at our website, innerfitforwomen.com. So, what are my recommendations for taking GLP-1s? If you are thinking about it, do your research. Take the time to do the research. Don't jump in head first. It is critical. Make sure that you read everything you possibly can. Watch the YouTube videos on the studies before making a decision to take them. This is not a miracle fix and shouldn't be treated as such. Consider all the things that are likely to happen to your body, and consider what might happen after you stop taking it, because we can't live our entire life on these. It's going to be for a certain time, right? So what can you put into place that is going to counteract the weight coming back after you stop using it? Because up to 70% of the weight is the studies that are coming out of this. 70% of that weight comes back. What are you going to do to help stabilize your metabolism during this process? Then if you do decide to do it under the guidance of a medical professional or an accountability coach, so that you've got someone there in your corner helping you to minimize that negative impact on your body. Have them support you through nutrition and strength training, at least for a while you are on the GLP-1s. Don't wait till after, because the damage is already done. The right coach or support person can help keep you accountable, to make sure you are eating well, to make sure that you are doing the things you need to do to tell your body to maintain that muscle. Now, we can do this with you. Just type the word support in the comments, or you can message me privately if you want to have this discussion. I recommend someone else if you think we might not be the right fit, that's fine. But whoever you get though, use them to keep yourself accountable, on track, and doing everything you can to make this a health journey for your body and not something you're going to regret in 6 to 12 months' time and beyond. Now, am I against GLP-1s? No. I think they're a great tool when used in the right way for morbidly obese individuals who struggle with conventional weight loss. and when they're used under the guidance of someone to keep you accountable and doing the things that are going to give you a maximum benefit. Do I think that everyone should be using them? No, I definitely don't. If they are going to be used as a tool to bypass exercise, to bypass good health practices, then I really do believe that you are opening yourself up for a world of pain and trouble. Of course, that will be on a case-by-case basis, but if you're just using it as a shortcut because you can't be bothered being consistent, can't be bothered exercising, don't want to count calories, I think that's going to have some massive long-term effects for you. But only you can decide if this path is something you want to take and if you are fully prepared to go down. Our team is so happy to be here to support anyone on their journey with GLP-1s, especially if it means that you are getting good food, you're getting nourishing food, you're moving your body in ways to get maximum benefits. Now, if you need help, that's what we're here for. This is what our programs are really beneficial for. Just make sure that you do your research before heading down the path of investing in these products, because they are an investment. They're a lot of money. And no, you cannot get your GLP-1s from me or my team. We do not do that. We can support you on the journey of the food and movement that goes with it, but we cannot help supply you with them. So, all in all, I think it's a case-by-case basis. I think they definitely have their place, but I also think we need to be aware that they are not the be-all and end-all. They are not a quick fix solution for dropping weight. They need to be used in conjunction with very healthy food, good movement, a healthy lifestyle, basically. And then I think you're going to see maximum results. Ladies, if you've got any questions following anything from today, drop it in the comments, let me know, and our team will get back to you and see if we can help you at all. Have an amazing week, everyone.